Hello children, good morning. Today our next another topic is geometry. So today you have to revise measurements and geometry. Measurements video I already sent and this is geometry revision once again I am doing. In class I explained, once again observe this video properly and clarify your doubts. Okay children, first of all what is geometry? Yes, geometry is a Greek word. Geometry is a Greek word coming from two Greek words, geo and metron. This geometry is a word coming from two Greek words, geo and metron. What is the meaning of geo? Geo means earth. Geo means earth. Metron means measures. Metron means measures. So totally geometry means earth measures. What is earth measures? Yes, in our earth so many shapes are there. Every object is related to one shape. That's why totally we have to discuss about the earth measures in this geometry. So only some basic concepts we will learn in this third class geometry topic. Later on going to the next higher classes we will go through deeply through this geometry. Okay children, in this geometry first of all we have to discuss about plane. Plane. What is plane children? It is a flat surface. A flat surface. See our board is a flat surface or not? Yes, it is a flat surface. And surface of your table, surface of your plant, those are all flat surfaces only. A flat surface which can extend endlessly in all the directions, it is called a plane. See, it is a flat surface and 2D shape it is a. It can extend endlessly in all the directions, then it is said to be a plane. So our board is also example for plane, flat surface, your surface of your table, surface of your plant, those are all examples for plane. So this is all full plane. In this plane only, if I put a sharp pencil end, what it represents? Yes, it is looking like a dot. Your mother keep these dots for Rangoli. And also we represent these dots for learning map pointing in social studies. Where is our India located? Where is Delhi located? Where is Hyderabad is located? So this point, this dot in our maps we can represent it. Read it as point, P-O-I-N-T, point. See, for anything if we want to represent, we use this point. That's why point is a mark of a position. Point is a mark of a position. We use capital letters only for representing this point. We use capital letters for representing point. Okay, point has no length, no breadth and no thickness also. Point is a mark of a position. We represent point in capital letters only. It does not have any length or breadth or thickness. Okay, coming to next, joining these points. Joining these points in a straight path, we can make a line. Combination of points make a line. Line has only length. Line has only length. It does not have any breadth or any thickness. And line can be represented using either capital letters or small letters also. Line L we can represent or capital letters also we can represent. Line has no end points. Why? Because we can extend. In this side we can extend. In this side also we can extend endlessly. That's why line has no end points. Now, in this line I want to take 2 points. This is a point and this is a point I want to take. What is this? What is the distance from this point to this point? Yes, this is called line segment. A part of a line is called line segment. What is line segment? A part of a line. A part of a line is called line segment. Line segment has 2 endpoints. This is one endpoint, this is one endpoint. Line segment has 2 endpoints. We can measure the length of the line segment using or ruler. What is the length of this line segment? Open the scale and we have to measure. Start at 0 and this is up to here 5. Suppose. So the length of the line segment we can measure. That's why it has definite length. Line segment has definite length. Fixed length. It has fixed length. We can measure. We can also draw the line segments lengths. If I give 2 centimeters, draw the line segment using ruler. You have to start at 0 and you have to draw 2 centimeters using your ruler 2 centimeters line segment. And this line segments can be represented by using capital letters like this PQ line segment or QR line segment using capital letters. So what is line segment? A part of a line is called line segment. It has 2 endpoints. It has definite length or fixed length. We can measure the length of the line segment using ruler or scale. Next, coming to the ray. It has only one endpoint. Ray has only one endpoint. Other side extend endlessly this way. Okay, now this is a ray and this is a ray. Here 2 rays are there. These 2 rays meet at a point, common point. This common point is called vertex. Here some space is there, no? The space occupied by 2 rays meet at a common point. It is called angle. That space is called angle. Here starting ray is called initial ray. The ray which is rotating or which is terminating, it is called terminating ray. Terminating ray. And this is like sun rays, bulb rays. These are all examples for rays. For line segment, edges of the blackboard, edges of the table or edges of the scale. These are all examples for line segments. Okay. Now, for lines, do you know types of lines? Have you remembered types of lines? Lines means which can extend endlessly in both the directions. So this is a line and this is also a line. These 2 lines meet at a point. Common point, suppose O. Then these 2 rays lines are called as intersecting lines. These 2 lines are called as intersecting lines. When 2 lines never meet, example for railway track, these lines are called parallel lines. These lines are called parallel lines. If a line, like standing line, vertical line, horizontal line, this is the sleeping line. Horizontal line and one vertical line meet at a common point, their angle will be formed, it is 90 degrees. These type of lines are called perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines. Intersecting lines, parallel lines and perpendicular lines. In our English alphabet, letter T is example for perpendicular line. Letter X is the example for intersecting lines. Parallel lines, example railway track. Okay, students, types of lines. And we can also discuss in class types of angles also. Types of angles also I explained in the class. 90 degrees angle is the right angle. More than 90 degrees angle is obtuse angle. Less than 90 degrees angle is acute angle. And exactly straight line forms straight angle 180 degrees. One complete round represents 360 degrees. More than 180 degrees and less than 360 degrees angle is known as reflex angle. These are all we discussed for Olympiad topic, but in our textual for the examination up to types of lines is enough. Okay. Next, coming to the next shapes. 2D shapes and 3D shapes also we discussed. What are 2D shapes, children? 2D. What is the meaning of 2D? Two-dimensional shapes. It has only two dimensions. Dimensions means measurements, length and breadth. Those figures are having only length and breadth. Those are said to be two-dimensional shapes. What are two-dimensional shapes? Rectangle, square, triangle, circle, oval, diamond, semicircle, star. These are all two-dimensional shapes having only length and breadth. About rectangle, you all know so many examples we observed in our daily life. Your book's surface is like a rectangle. It has opposite sides are equal. Rectangle opposite sides are equal. These two opposite sides are also equal. Totally it has 4 sides and 4 corners. Rectangle has 4 sides and 4 corners. All angles are 90 degrees. All angles are also equal for rectangle. Coming to square. Square, all sides are equal. All sides are equal for square. Here also all angles are also 90 degrees. All angles are also equal. Okay. It is also having 4 sides and 4 corners. These are corners. Corners are nothing but vertices. Vertex is a singular form. Vertices is a plural form for vertex. Sides. Side. This is a side. AB is a side. BC is a side. CD is a side. DA is a side. It has 4 sides. Means 4 line segments it has. It is also having 4 line segments. Triangle. Tri. In the spelling only there. Tri. Tri means 3. So triangle has 3 angles, 3 sides. Triangle has 3 sides and 3 angles. Here types of triangles also we discussed in our classroom. Based on sides, 3 types of triangles are there. Based on angles, 3 types of triangles are there. Based on sides, which type of triangles are there? Equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, scalene triangle. If all sides are equal, then it is said to be an equilateral triangle. If only 2 sides are equal, it is said to be an isosceles triangle. All sides are different, then it is said to be a scalene triangle. Based on angles also 3 types are there. What are those? Right angled triangle, obtuse angled triangle, acute angled triangle. With the least number of polygons, with the least number of sides. Which polygon is formed with the least number of sides? It is nothing but triangle. Polygon means it is made up of a closed figure, made up of line segments. In that polygons, which polygon has least sides? Means a triangle. With 2 sides, no polygon is formed. That's why with the least number of sides, which polygon is formed? It is nothing but triangle. Okay. About circle. Circle has no sides and no corners. Oval also no sides and no corners. Diamond. Diamond. It is like a kite. Semicircle. Half of the circle is called semicircle. Okay children, these are all about 2D shapes. About 3D shapes. We already discussed in class. I already showed models of 3D shapes also. 3D shapes have 3 dimensions. Those shapes are having length, breadth and thickness also. Length, breadth, thickness also. Or depth. Okay. First, cuboid. Cuboid is a 3D shape. 3D shape. What is the spelling of cuboid? Cuboid has how many faces, children? 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 corners. 6 faces are there, 12 edges are there and 8 corners are there. These are all we showed in the class and already discussed. Cube. Cube also same. It is also having 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 corners. Corners means nothing but vertices. Corners means nothing but vertices. These are all corners. When two faces meet, they forms an edge. Okay, children. And cylinder. Cylinder has 3 faces, 2 circular faces and 1 curved face. Cylinder has 3 faces. It has 2 edges and no corners. Next, cone. Cone has 2 faces, 1 curved face, 1 circular face. 2 faces. It has 1 corner and 1 edge. 1 edge and 1 corner. Sphere. Sphere has no sides, no edges and no vertex. It is only having 1 curved face. These are all about 3D shapes. Okay, children, observe this and also watch the video. Animated video also once you observe. And practice the textbook part blanks and worksheet also you have to practice on geometry also. Prepare for exam well. Okay, children?
We know that the flat objects are classified as 2D objects and solid objects are classified as 3D objects. Let's have a look at 2D and 3D objects. 2D objects. This is a circle. It has no sides and no corners. This is a triangle. It has 3 sides and 3 corners. This is a rectangle. It has 4 sides and 4 corners. Its opposite sides are equal in length. This is a square. It has 4 sides and 4 corners. All of its sides are equal in length. 3D objects. This is a cuboid. It has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 corners. This is a cube. It has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 corners. This is a sphere. It has 1 curved surface. This is a cylinder. It has 3 faces, 1 curved plus 2 circular and 2 edges. This is a cone. It has 2 faces, 1 edge and 1 corner. Forming shapes from a net. Net. When a solid shape is made using a flat shape, it is called net. Nets are made up of many faces like 6-faced, 5-faced, 4-faced. When we dismantle a 3-dimensional object, we get its net. 6-faced net. A 6-faced cube can be formed by folding the following net. 5-faced net. We can use a 5-faced net to make a cube with one side open. 4-faced net. We can make a cube with 4 faces with 2 sides open by folding the net. Geometry. Geometrical terms, namely point, line, line segment, plane, etc., are from the foundation of geometry. These terms cannot be precisely defined. However, we give examples to illustrate the meaning of these terms. Let us begin the geometry by a point. Point. A point is a dot made by a finely sharpened pencil. It has no size, means it has no length, breadth, or height. It is represented by a capital letter. Point P, point Q, point A, point R, point T. Line. A line or a straight line has length only. It has no breadth or thickness. It may be extended in both directions infinitely. Look at the line drawn below. This is line AB or BA. It can be written as AB or BA. Let's find a line by paper folding activity. Take a sheet of paper and fold it. When you open the fold, you will find a crease formed. This gives the idea of a straight line. Ray. Observe the sun, a torch, and an electric bulb. Rays of light are given out from them. A ray is therefore denoted by an endpoint and an arrowhead. We cannot determine the length of a ray. This is ray AB. It can be written as AB. Remember, ray AB is not equal to ray BA. Line segment. A line segment is a part of a line. It has two endpoints, thus it can be drawn on a sheet of paper. The endpoints can be named by letters, say A and B. The length of a line segment can be measured. This is the line segment AB. A line segment can be drawn vertically, horizontally, or slanting. Drawing and measuring line segments. Measuring line segments. Let's learn to measure the length of a line segment using a ruler. Place the edge of the scale showing centimeters along the line segment AB. Adjust the scale in such a way that 0 mark of the scale is at the point A. Read the scale at the point B. Here the mark of the scale is 7 centimeter. So, the length of the line segment AB is 7 centimeter. Drawing line segments. Let's learn to draw a line segment of given length, say 6 centimeter, using a ruler. Place the scale on the paper. Mark 2 points A and B and the marks 0 and 6 respectively. Keeping the scale evenly, move the pencil from A to B along the edge of the scale. The length of the line segment is 6 centimeter. Angles. Look at the following figures. Each figure is made up of two rays, but in figure C and D, the two rays QP and QR are start from a common point Q. So the figure C and D represent an angle. Similarly, draw a ray OA and O as its endpoint and another ray OB with O as its endpoint. The common endpoint O of the two rays, arms OA and OB, is called the vertex of the angle. The two rays or line segments are called the arms of the angle. Many objects around us give the idea of an angle. For example, look at the position of two hands in the clock, or two arms of a pair of scissors, or two arms of a divider. Naming an angle. Look at the figure shown below. The angle can be named as angle XYZ or angle Y. The symbol is used to denote an angle. So, angle XYZ is often written as angle XYZ. Similarly, angle ZYX is written as angle ZYX. Sometimes we may also name an angle by writing a number or letter inside the angle. For example, in the given figure, we write angle PQR as angle 1, measuring an angle using protractor. We can measure or construct an angle using protractor. It is a semicircular piece of metal or plastic. A protractor has divided into 180 equal divisions. Each division represents 1 degree. Angles are measured in degrees. Let's have a look at the different parts of a protractor: outer scale, inner scale, baseline, reference point. Let's learn to measure the given angle. Angle AOB using protractor. In order to measure angle AOB, place the protractor in such a way that its center is exactly on the vertex O of the angle of the baseline. Read the mark through which the arm OB passes. Here, we can see that angle AOB is equal to 60 degrees. Kinds of angle. Acute angle. An angle whose measure is between 0 degree and 90 degree is called an acute angle. In figure, angle ABC is equal to 60 degree. Therefore, ABC is an acute angle. Obtuse angle. An angle whose measure is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called an obtuse angle. In figure, angle ABC is equal to 110 degree. Therefore, angle ABC is an obtuse angle. Right angle. An angle whose measure is 90 degree is called a right angle. In figure, angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. So, ABC is a right angle. Straight angle. An angle whose measure is exactly 180 degree is called a straight angle. In figure, angle ABC is equal to 180 degree. So, ABC is a straight angle. Circle. A major discovery of a man with the wheel without which vehicles cannot move. What is the shape of a wheel? A bangle, a 1 rupee coin, or the full moon? These are all examples of circular objects. Let us study the terms related to the circle in detail. We know that a circle is a simple closed curve. It is the set of all those points in a plane whose distance from a fixed point remains constant. In the given figure, the fixed point O is called the center of the circle, and the constant distance OC, OB, and OA are known as the radius of the circle. The straight line AOB is called the diameter of the circle. Since AOB is the diameter and OA and OB are 2 radii, then AOB is equal to OA plus OB is equal to 2 radius. So, we can say that a diameter of a circle is twice of its radius. The length of the boundary of a circle is its circumference. Remember, the center of a circle lies in its interior. All the radii of a circle are equal. We can draw as many radii as we want. All the diameters of a circle are equal in length. Symmetry. We admire the beauty of many objects around us, such as flowers, leaves, butterflies, jet planes, etc., because they display a balance. This balance is called symmetry in the arrangement of their parts. In all figures, the left side and right side are balanced. So, these are symmetrical figures. Our body is also said to be symmetric. Patterns. We see man patterns around us. It can be seen in clothes, nature, geometrical figures, etc. Patterns follow some rules like repetition of figures, increase in size, increase in number, change in direction, etc. Look at the patterns shown below.
2D and 3D shapes. Children, you have learnt about plane and solid shapes in class 2. Let us now revise and consolidate our knowledge. Plane shapes are those that can be drawn on the flat surface such as paper. It has 2 measurements, length and breadth. So it is also known as two-dimensional or a 2D shape. Square. A square has 4 sides. All the sides of a square are equal. A square has 4 vertices. Rectangle. A rectangle has 4 sides. The opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. It has 4 vertices. Triangle. A triangle has 3 sides. It has 3 vertices or corners. Circle. A circle has no vertex. It is a closed loop. It can be traced with a 1 rupee coin, carom coins, etc. Children, now let us know about some solid shapes. Solid shapes have 3 measurements: length, breadth, and height. So a solid shape is also known as three-dimensional or 3D shapes. Solids have faces, edges, and vertices. Some of the shapes of solids are: look at the shapes of objects shown here. All these objects have the shape of a cuboid. A cuboid has 12 edges. The point where 3 edges meet is called a vertex. A cuboid has 8 vertices. A cuboid has 6 faces. In the given figure, 3 faces are visible and 3 are hidden. Count the faces of your book. It has 6 faces. 1 front face, 1 back face, 1 top face, 1 bottom face, and 2 side faces. Look at the shapes of objects shown here. All these objects have the shape of a cube. The die with which you play is a cube. A cube has 8 vertices, 12 edges, and 6 faces. Children, we have seen all the objects shown here in our daily life. All these objects have the shape of a cylinder. A cylinder has no vertices. It has 2 curved edges and 3 faces. One face of a cylinder is a curved face. 2 faces, that is the top and bottom of a cylinder, are flat. Children, now take a look at the shapes of the objects shown here. Each one of these objects has the shape of a sphere. A sphere has 1 curved face. It has no vertex and no edge. Children, now look at these familiar objects. All these objects have the shape of a cone. A cone has 1 vertex and it has 1 curved edge. It has 2 faces, 1 curved face and 1 flat face. All solid figures have 3 different views: top view, front view, and side